There are many ways for you to improve your experience in Rust, whether it's a survival tip, a new snowball strategy, or even a simple quality of life hack. But all of this is useless if you keep making stupid mistakes. So to help you get better, or maybe to teach you something new, here are 21 things you should stop doing in Rust. Make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel and check out today's sponsor. Splits.gg is the newest and fastest growing Rust site available. They have unique games like Upgrader Battles, where you battle other players using skins, Blackjack, where you can play against your friends and bet multiple hands, The Wheel, which features a double gold jackpot, and original game modes like Mines, Towers, Plinko and much more. You can deposit with skins, PayPal, credit card or crypto, and instantly withdraw to skins or crypto. Climb insane rewards from Daily Rain, a 1000 gem weekly leaderboard, a rackback system and bonus cases just by playing. Be sure to use code STELIC for a free 50 gems and remember to gamble responsibly. Now let's get back to the video. A lot of people, myself included, after finding a semi-rifle or AK early in the game, don't use it because you need a second workbench to craft ammo. But you can save 500 scrap just by crafting the mixing table on the first workbench. Not only that crafting gunpowder in a mixing table uses 1/3 less charcoal, but you also be able to make 556 ammo in it without a second workbench. The only problem is that the mixing table takes up a lot of space, but I think it's easier to farm a few thousand stones to expand your base than 500 scrap. If you've ever hidden wires inside your base the way I show in the video, you've been doing it wrong. More specifically, you can hide the wires completely. To do this, hold down the Shift key and scroll the mouse wheel down. As you can see, the wire is now hidden under the foundation, making it completely invisible. And to bring the wire back to its normal position, hold down the Shift key and scroll the mouse wheel up. By the way, instead of holding down the right mouse button to completely clear the connection, you can quickly right-click to go back one action and reconnect the wire as you need. I think you all remember this shooting floor from my solo dream base. Now I'll show you how to make the shooting floor even better. First, remove the turret and roofs and place a large box with a storage adapter in the middle. Next, place a roof on the left side. Attach the industrial combiner to the right side and the industrial splitter to the left side of the window, as shown. Now plug the industrial combiner into the industrial in connector and the industrial splitter into the industrial out connector. Build the second roof on the right and upgrade them into stone or metal. As you can see, there are no pipes visible inside or outside. However, if you climb to the very top of the roof, you can connect the pipe to the industrial splitter. And if you connect it to another box, you'll be able to transfer the loot to that hidden room. Finally, put the turret in place and you're done. But if you're too lazy to build it, just attach a Dropbox to one of the walls. It gives you 12 extra slots and one hidden slot. To find it, press Ctrl, look at the bottom of the Dropbox and open it. Now you can hide rockets or explosives here. However, there should be a honeycomb behind this wall, so that no one can use your Dropbox from the outside. Stop using such boring shooting floors. Let me show you how to improve them. First, replace the window in the middle with a doorway and place a triangle floor frame on the outside. Next, build ceilings on top and put vertical embrasures on both sides. Build a regular roof in the middle and 2 triangle roofs on the sides. Right now, this roof is completely enclosed, both inside and out, but I'll show you how to make an extra gap in it. To do this, build 2 triangle roofs on the floor frame and watch the magic happen. As you can see, there is a gap in the roof that will give you more visibility, but unfortunately, you can't shoot through it. However, you'll be able to shoot through the new peak below. By the way, the roofs block the entrance, so it's impossible to get in. In case you didn't know, a vending machine can be placed in a doorway if you get raided through the door. But you definitely shouldn't do that, because you'll just seal yourself inside the base, and to get out, you'll have to break a wall or a doorway. Instead, you can use a snowman, which you can buy for just $1 on the Steam marketplace. You can place it right in front of the door, and after it explodes, the snowman will block the entrance. This can buy you some time to put in a new door. Of course, if you get raided with rockets, it won't help you. But anyway, to break the snowman, you'd have to spend almost a full spray of explosive ammo from AK. There are only 2 weapons in the game that will not slow you down when you are running. It's a bow knife and a combat knife. You can use them to hit other players without slowing down, so there is no way to get away from you. However, all other weapons such as swords, spears or paddles will slow you down, so be sure to use knives instead of other weapons. In a recent update, the developers added the ability to walk backwards for horses. That means you don't have to jump off your horse every time it gets stuck. Now you can just press the S button and walk backwards. But as always, with a new update, players are finding new bugs. If you get on a horse and press the S key to get to the corner of any base, you'll be able to see what's inside of it. And sometimes you'll even be able to open the box or the TC if it's too close to the wall. If you want to recycle components at the lighthouse, don't use this ladder to get to the top, because as many believe, it's the only way to get to the recycler, and with so many places to hide, you won't even have time to find your enemy. So instead of going right, turn left and use this staircase to go upstairs. Once you reach this spot, jump onto the pipe in the middle. From there, jump back onto the stairs and continue running upstairs until you reach the window. No one will be waiting for you from here, so you'll be able to catch your enemies off guard. And if you want to hide next to the recycler, do it in style. If you have a teammate, you can do a boost on the roof of the terminal. Right now, you can see how to do it. From here, you have a great view of the entire monument, and no one can get to you if you control the boost spot. But on top of that, you can hide in this corner and have complete control over the recycler while being practically invisible. Right now, I'm underground, in train tunnels, in a place that you had no idea it was even possible to get to. But it's pretty easy to get there. However, you need 2 teammates and a train. Just repeat after me, or save this video so you don't forget how to get up there. From here, you have a great view of the whole station, but you are very hard to spot. You can use an auto-run keybind instead of holding down 2 keys. To do this, open console and type this command. I'll leave it in the description below. Now when you click this button, you can relax and watch my other videos and still automatically run forward. If you want to build on the water near the oil rig, don't build this boring 2x1. Instead, go deeper into the water, build 2 high foundations and check if you can put a TC on them. If so, jump down and build 1 low triangle on the right side. Build the doorway next to the triangle and enclose this 2x1 with walls and ceilings. Then, on the left side, build a half wall at the bottom and a regular wall at the top. Repeat the same on the other side and remove the bottom half wall. Now your entrance is underwater, and as you know, you cannot use weapons here. Therefore, your enemies will only be able to shoot while jumping, and then only 1 or 2 shots at a time, so you can forget about door campers. If you're playing in a team and you want to mark something on the map, you can click on the marker itself and change its color, icon, or even give it a name. And all members of your team will also see this marker on the map. If you close the bunker and left the twig hard side inwards, and you don't have any tools in your base, the only way to break this twig is with a burning torch. For whatever reason, a burning torch does more damage than a normal torch, so keep that in mind. If you use T, but it's night on the server, you can stop its timer while you wait out the night. To do this, simply disconnect from the server. Even if you're playing on a full server, the slot will stay with you for 15 minutes and you won't need to queue. And if you are not online, the timer will not run. If you just run on the beach, everyone will hear the sounds of footsteps. But if you start jumping, you can move around completely silently. In the late game, you should always carry a couple of smoke grenades with you. After all, just a few smoke grenades can help keep you from dying during a PvP, so it's a huge mistake not to use them. But on top of that, you'll be undetectable from the outside, and if you use them correctly, you can buy a few seconds for healing. Instead of holding E to untie the crates underwater, it's better to use a combat knife. In just 2 hits, you can untie the crate, which will save you a lot of time. And finally, the most important thing. The Diamond is an incredibly balanced and well-designed bass for solo and duo players. It has 2 bunkers in the most difficult place to reach,